The day has finally arrived for Argentina and France as they prepare to go head-to-head in the World Cup final later this afternoon. It's a game that's been billed as Lionel Messi against Kylian Mbappe as two of the world's best compete for football's top prize. Well, this is likely to be Messi's last chance to win the World Cup. Gary Neville doesn't believe today's outcome is a career-defining moment for him.
He's a very different Lionel Messi than it was 10 years ago. This is a guy who literally is coming alive in single moments in matches and winning them the game. That means they've got to be solid defensively, they've got to work hard around him, and the rest of them are like soldiers and he's the general, and he's performing that role really well. So the supporting cast are doing perfectly. If they start to think they have to do more attacking wise, I think that could leave them open. And we'll see what happens today. I think it's such a tight game. I think Argentina will just nick it because I feel like they've got a bit between the teeth, that sort of fighting spirit that I think France have it, don't get me wrong, but maybe that just a little bit more desperation in Argentina. It could go the other way, by the way, and it could be an absolute mess for Argentina, and you could see them all over the place at some point in this game if France go in front, and it could get quite literally messy from a point of view of how they'll handle it, because I don't think they'll take defeat well today, Argentina, but I feel like they will just sort of do enough, and he will probably deliver in a moment in the game. I said earlier in the tournament that you shouldn't fear Lionel Messi. That was a reference to how he was playing 10 years ago, and he was just destroying people constantly through the game. What you see now is him, just be fair, he's just delivering in that single moment, and that's that moment you just can't switch off on at all. You cannot switch off at that moment, and that's the moment that France will be looking to. But Mbappe's the same for France as well. He's not been great in the last two matches, but that moment he's delivered against Morocco, the run for the first goal against England, they're very similar. Both of them could win the game for their teams today. You see what Argentina means, that they've got tens and tens of thousands of fans over here. They're desperate for this. France have got a small pocket of fans behind the goal, and have done in each game. And you look at France, they're efficient, they're pragmatic, they're happy for the other team to have the ball, and they'll wait. But they've got brilliant players who can go and deliver. And it's been really a sort of eye-opener for me, the sort of difference in styles in this tournament and what I was expecting. We've been conditioned over many years now to think football should be played a certain way. This tournament has turned it on its head. I think I tweeted out a week or so ago, where's the high press? It's gone in this tournament. I mean, I'm not saying the odd team haven't done it, but generally the teams that have been successful have sat back, happy to have 35-40% possession, happy to, if you like, deliver on counter-attack or moments of set pieces or individual moments. And that is something that's different. I think it's something that really has surprised me. And France do it really well. They're efficient. They get over the line and have done in games. They weren't brilliant against Morocco. They weren't brilliant against England, but they're here. And they're on the cut. They're basically on for back-to-back World Cups, which is unbelievable, really. And you think about that. So I am torn today between, it could go either way. I don't care who wins from a point of view. I don't buy into this argument that Messi wins today is the greatest of all time. If he doesn't win today, almost that's in doubt. If you think before this match Messi is the greatest player of all time, don't change that opinion after the game. Just because a ball bounced the wrong way or a referee gave a decision or Mbappe delivered a great moment. Football just shouldn't work like that.
So that's what Neville thinks. So what about his old friend David Beckham? Well, unsurprisingly, he's equally as intrigued at the prospect of Mbappe and Messi going head-to-head.
Kylian's had a great tournament, and I think the two goals that he scored in that one game, I think was the level of play that we all kind of expect from Kylian. Whenever he gets the ball at his feet, you can feel the energy in the stadium lift. And Lionel, I mean, what can you say about him? He's a special person, special individual, on and off the field. He plays with such elegance, passion, and I think this World Cup, more than any World Cup that I've seen him play in, it feels different. It feels different watching him play. He's kind of, yes, he's got a great, team around him. He's got teammates that are great players, but he has been the leader of that team, and you can feel that in every single game.